happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
It's the Spitballers Podcast once again. I'm excited to be here. I know Jason and Mike they're happy to be here too. And it is a Monday.
It's always a Monday here at the Spitballers.
It's always a Monday. Doesn't matter what day it is, it's always a Monday. And Monday's a good day now. That's the point.
Yeah, now it's like, can I get one of those cases of the Mondays, please?
Monday needs to rebrand.
That's what we're trying to do.
Monday Fun Day.
Mm-hmm. Your family-friendly weekly dose of nonsense here, the Spitballers Podcast. We have a fun show for you today, introducing a new segment, and you can follow us on Twitter at SpitballersPod. That's where you can send us questions and
answer the
feedback,
polls.
Answer our the different drafts that we do.
Yeah, we're coming off the heels of the pizza toppings.
I actually don't know who won.
Well, here's the deal. I won.
Come on, you had the meat stack.
Oh, that's right.
But
here.
More importantly, Mike appropriately got bodied.
Oh,
I knew
the polls were going to be very, very bad
we
because
won't spoil the draft picks for
That's
those
fair.
of you that
All
are new. Welcome, glad to have you. Go back and listen. It's a hearty debate. I mean, until Mike's last two picks.
Look, it
which
doesn't always.
One of them went sideways.
I stand by it. I stay. Don't spoil it for them.
Would you say he scrambled your brain?
Look,
Yeah, that's not even the one I'm talking about, but yeah.
my pick was excellent.
All right. I get it. That's funny. All right. Instagram.com/SpitballersPod. SpitballersPod.com. Let's get into a brand new segment.
The Situation Room.
All right. The Situation Room is this. You're basically put in a tough situation. We're going to basically decide how we would get out of it. What would we do if we were placed in that pickle? Oof. So we're starting here. You're driving down a busy freeway at 70 plus miles an hour, and you look up, and on the headliner, Jason, this one's for you.
Oh my goodness!
Jason can't even make it through the question.
I can't even read the text.
There is a spider the size of your hand in the center of the roof. I mean, his eyes are closed.
I'm deceased.
Your face is turning red, and this is not a joke, listeners. Jason is going flush.
Wow. So look, what do you do?
Jump out of the car immediately. I mean, it's unbuckle, open, and roll, and pray.
You would pass on. You're on a freeway. It's 70 miles an hour. There are cars flying around you. And you look up and somehow you miss this. I mean, I did have a story once. I drove to school once as like a teenager. I had this really old beat-up car. It had no air conditioning, no heat.
No windows.
Basically, I always had the windows down because you have to in Arizona. And clearly a creature had made itself at home. And I remember there was a spider on the opposite door. And I felt an obligation to keep my eyes on it at all times. That was kind of
that's where you want to keep your eyes on the road.
That's the feeling I had driving, but I wasn't on a freeway going 70 miles an hour.
But the opposite door, that's far enough away that you feel like you can keep tabs on what Mr. Spider is up to. You can continue your drive.
This is above your head. This could come down on you and cause more havoc than anything you could ever imagine.
This is the worst question ever posed. Forget this show. This is the worst hypothetical question of all time.
Would you say it's a tough situation?
This is definitely a situation.
It's two options for me.
Okay.
You go fight or flight.
Oh, you go punch this thing?
Yeah, I was saying this is one of the options. is do you
lose that fight, Mike?
Do you got
size of your hand?
You got the giblets to just throw fisticuffs at this giant spider.
Oh my gosh!
You get one chance.
It's a one punch.
Yes, that's the problem. If you're not One Punch Man, you are getting annihilated when this thing he's going to grab your fist and he's going to scurry up your arm and bite your face.
If you miss the spider, you got a high probability this thing is
spinning out of control.
Well, it may not want to attack you, but it's at least falling off of the roof.
Or scurrying.
Scurrying.
In any direction.
To a place of unknown whereabouts.
Here's the truth of what would happen, okay? All jokes aside, I'm not punching the thing. If you're punching it, then you need to ride shotgun in my car at all times. Keep me safe.
This is my spider
puncher.
Yes.
My spider puncher.
Yeah,
official title.
No more calling shotgun. I call spider.
Of all the superhero powers that you would have, that would be one of the weaker ones. Just
you got a spider puncher.
Craigslist ad up. I need a bodyguard. Okay, well, what will I be doing? You will be sitting in my car, prepared to punch a spider.
Should one arrive.
All I hope is that from this point forward, Jason on the freeway is glancing upwards at all times.
No, here's the truth. So this is no joke. I'm sitting here rolling myself through this situation in the situation room, and I'm driving. I'm on the freeway. I'm going 70. I'm happy. Life is good. Maybe I'm listening to, I don't know, an episode of the Spitballers or something. And
so you're a vain person.
Listening to himself talk.
I'm
makes
listening
sense.
to some other great podcast that's so much better than this stupid, ridiculous
I would imagine
podcast.
Jason has his own podcast, and it's just kind of like, you're a wonderful man.
You're good
so
enough.
good looking.
Self-affirmation.
You're smart enough. And while I'm driving down, if I were to look up and see a tarantula.
We're back on the tarantula.
Okay, that's how I say it. We're moving on. I see this gargantuan spider right above me.
A gargantua.
I know.
Gargantula?
Gargantula. If Gargantula is up
He's trying to get through this.
This is now the name. This is like Godzilla.
Gargantula?
Gargantula. Oh, man.
That movie will come out soon. That's a sequel to The Meg.
I'm Googling that.
So Gargantula is on the roof. I know, like, if I scare easy. I walk around the corner. The kids, my children, scare me, and I will jump, scream, and throw things. Oh, I don't want to see what you're looking. Mike's face after he Googled Gargantula was disturbed.
It's what you would expect.
Okay. Here's the honest truth of what would happen. I see it. I am so overreacty. I saw you turn this. Oh, my God!
Jason was just...
It's a giant demon spider from the depths of hell.
Jason was just showing a picture of a spider from... Mike held up his laptop just so that you know what's happening. Jason just pooped, peed, and everything else.
If there was video of this podcast, you would know that what I'm about to say is true because my eyes were closed. I barely saw the picture through my eyelids, and I almost died of a heart attack.
Guys.
My car would immediately... 100% not on purpose, clearly, it would start flipping because I would accidentally jerk that wheel to the side, no control over my body, and I would cause a 22-car pileup on this busy 70-mile-an-hour freeway. If you want to practical joke me there, you're killing people.
I have stumbled through the rabbit hole of searching for Gargantula. And that picture came up, which led to another picture. There is a movie, nay, it seems a series of movies, called Lava Lantula. That is about a giant man-sized spider that breathes fire.
They don't need to.
This needs to go into my Netflix queue immediately.
Spiders already wield the power of evil.
Lava Lantula.
Michael Winslow's in that movie. Michael Winslow.
This is incredible.
Mike, what do you do in that situation? I think you try to get that thing away from you to the other end of the car till you can pull over at a safe distance.
I know myself, and
can you slam on the brakes? Because you can't get out.
You're on a
freeway.
busy way. You're on a busy freeway. You would have to calmly pull off to the side of the road, and then just another problem arises. Now you've left your car and there's a giant hand-sized spider inside your car somewhere.
This is the worst way to start a show. I'm in flip-flops right now and my legs are crawling.
I know what I would do. And I would be petrified. I would be a full stone man doing nonstop looking.
No moving.
Forward, back to spider. Forward, back to spider. But I would continue to my destination.
It's a T-Rex situation.
Yeah.
You cannot see me if I don't move.
All right, next situation. You find yourself naked in a hot tub. There is a duplicate.
Ridiculous. Why am I naked?
There is a duplicate of yourself also naked.
Why is
So you wake up in a hot tub, and sitting across from you is another naked version of yourself. No one's around for miles.
This is the weirdest.
Go.
What?
Go.
Why?
What do you do now?
Why do we have to be naked?
Well, because you're in the hot tub.
But I usually wear a swimsuit.
Look, it's a situation. Maybe the nakedness lets you know whether or not, maybe you think you've just been cloned.
Wow.
Maybe you think you've just come out of the Matrix.
And do I know? Am I aware? Am I self-aware that there is no one around for miles? Or
Yes.
that just happens to be the truth and I don't...
Well, you certainly figure that out in a couple of minutes when you wander outside naked and you look around and there's no one.
But me. Double me.
double me?
Well, at least I know that this guy's going to tell me I'm smart, good-looking, good enough.
Is he?
Well, according to the podcast
But
that I
you're
listen
very
to...
confused as to what has happened. I mean, what do you do in that situation?
Man, I guess you got to start with a series of questions, right? Because
You're
that's-
asking yourself questions?
I'm asking him questions, so yes, I guess. I mean, that's...
How do you know that you're not the clone in that situation?
You just, you
don't
just
open
ruined
that.
my mind.
Don't open that door because we're not coming back.
So you clone... Let's say you are able to clone yourself fully. You have to have the memories. You wouldn't be yourself without the memories.
Yes, because that's that.
Which
I
one
told
am
you.
I?
I told you not to open this door.
Oh, the door's
All we-
wide open. This
all
is a
you
garage
are-
door lifted up.
All you are is memories. That is your existence.
Well, no, you're...
Is memories, and are memories real?
Yes.
Are they?
Just because something is love real? Yes.
But I'm saying
Can't touch it.
You perhaps you woke up this morning. This is the very first day of your life. But you have memories that have been implanted into your artificial brain.
That didn't happen.
That
Could have never really happened.
or
Oh,
they
man.
or they happened to you
I guess you would
and they cloned you.
I guess you would have to say that they didn't happen, right? Because
Correct.
think about a crazy person, you know,
Yeah.
someone that struggles with...
Or your dreams. I mean, your dreams didn't really happen.
Right.
But they're memories of things that you thought happened.
Are we real?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're going down a dangerous path.
Hold on. Let's get
We're about to transcend.
let's get back to being naked in the hot tub.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is
back to regular stuff.
back to reality, okay?
No one's around for miles. Something has happened. Like, my first thought is, look, there's been some apocalypse that has happened. This is a zombie situation. This is...
Zombie. This
Well,
is
I
the
mean-
weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, you get up. You've clearly been cloned and no one else is around. Something catastrophic has happened to the Earth. Step one, find pants.
Yeah, the problem is I know myself.
Oh,
I'm
where
not
am-
going to want to get out of this hot tub
Yeah, where
because
am
I'm
I?
naked, right? I don't want to get out. I'm going to wait for
You
them.
can't be embarrassed that your own clone sees you.
I think I could.
Where am I hanging out in a hot tub where there is no one around for miles? Am I in a wilderness hot tub?
No, you're at the back of a house, but it just so happens everyone is crickets.
Okay. All right.
Everything's gone. Everything's abandoned.
I don't think the hot tub's the key here.
What is the key?
The key is that you've...
The key is the nudity. This is
The
inappropriate.
key is not the nudity. You've got clothes on. Fine. You wake up. You're
Okay.
soaking wet.
Okay, I'm in a hot tub fully clothed.
Fully clothed with another fully clothed version of yourself.
I'm far more comfortable
What
with this
do
question.
you do now?
Hey,
Hey,
Man,
I make small talk with myself.
that's something you're not
about-
usually. You're not a big
That's
small
the
talker.
joke. How about this weather?
oh my gosh! All right, new situation. The three of you are together, and you wake up. This one comes in off of our Twitter. The three of you are together and wake up stranded on a desert island. By the way, fully clothed. What do you do, and what roles would each of you take on? So we are now all placed in a situation where we're literally dropped right now onto a desert island.
We need help. We need food.
Let me ask you this, Jason, because I watch Survivor.
Yes.
And look, I know the basics of survival. I've watched a lot of those shows. Like, I know the answers, but I don't know if you do.
Look,
So I want to know what you would do. Like,
All right.
We're like, Jason, we need Mike and I are injured.
What is step one?
What's step one for you?
step one is
He already
shelter.
said food.
Yes, step
He already
one is
said food.
Step
step
one
one
has
is
to be
shelter.
shelter.
You are correct.
You got to build a shelter, have shelter, and then I think food or source of water, is right there. Now, look, I probably would reverse that order because I'm already starving talking about this, and I'd be like, oh, let's see if there's some berries around here, or some coconuts. But I do think shelter would be most important. Thankfully, I got you two there with me.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like we could get the shelter on lockdown. We could take care of that. Starting fire would be tough.
Yeah,
Jason would probably we'd need to use the glasses. Jason's got the glasses. You can
That's a good plan.
Yeah, you can magnify the sun's rays with the glasses.
Have either of you ever tried
to just straight up start fire?
to start a fire with like stick and?
I mean, as a child, where you know that this works somehow.
I've done the magnifying glass thing to melt crayons and
ants.
Yeah,
that's a
monster.
big. Oh, come on! You grew up in Arizona. If you didn't take a magnifying glass to the ferocious ants that are everywhere, trying to eat you alive. By the way,
I can neither confirm
I'm actually
nor deny.
remembering. I'm remembering a terrible story.
Oh no!
It's story
Skip it.
time. Oh, Mike, I love it. Mike goes, skip it. I go, it's story time.
I don't
Andy,
know. Is
you've
this
got the final
appropriate?
vote here.
Well, it's appropriate. But
Are you going to influence young minds?
I'll pass.
Okay.
Look, as a small child, you don't know what to do in the world, and it's in line with the ants situation. I didn't kill a cat or anything. Lay off me.
All right.
I'm going to be put in
I'm not
charge.
a serial killer.
I will clearly be put in charge of food. Okay.
That seems fair.
like we're the three of us are there.
You'll either find it or you'll be it.
Oh man.
If you don't find it, Mike and I are gonna.
I would be the most delicious. That is true.
The most filling.
My first.
That's also true.
First thought was we're on an island.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that we're on a tropical locale.
Now, to be clear, Jason, this is not a desert island. It's a deserted island.
Oh shoot! I was gonna find all the bananas.
See, well, either if it's bananas or coconuts, I was putting myself in charge of gathering coconuts.
Nope, I got food. Find your own job, Mike.
How are you getting up to the tree, Jason?
Climb it? What do you mean? What a dumb question. You think I brought a ladder?
Yeah, no. Okay.
So you're telling me that you can climb?
Yeah, Mike, that is kind of, you're saying that in a way where like I can easily shimmy up a coconut tree.
Yeah,
How strong are your inner thighs, Mike?
Wait, so
you don't climb with your thighs, you climb with your feet.
Yeah, you could climb up this tree.
Yes.
But I could not.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What do you...
Mike, you're really confident you could climb a coconut tree?
Yeah.
We're having a coconut tree off in the near future.
I'm not sure we are.
There is no way that I can't climb as high as you on a coconut tree.
I guarantee it.
What? Based on what?
Are there coconut trees we can test this theory with? I mean,
it looks like we're going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Business expense.
Wow. Okay.
I'm getting the coconuts.
So Mike's dealing with coconuts.
All right. Well, that's actually fair because I wouldn't waste my time with that. I'm going after meat.
Now, the thing is Jason's looking for food, but I've taken his glasses to start the fire. So Jason's looking for food, but he has no vision. He's a blind man wandering a deserted island.
We're getting poison berries for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't do vegetables or fruit.
You said you were going to look for berries.
And bananas.
Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair. But then I just pivoted to meat, and
How are you going to find meat?
Oh, are you kidding? The meat finds me, and then I.
What are you like
kill it.
lathering up?
No, but the boar.
He's the bait.
There's going to be some boar on the island.
Cover him with honey.
I'm walking around and
And
he
let a
thinks
dinosaur find
he
us.
sees me. He's got his little tusks out, and I'm like, "Bring it on, boar!"
Do you know that boars are incredibly dangerous?
Oh, I do. Do you know that I am incredibly dangerous? I will tackle this
just
boar.
Just to be clear, in this situation, Mike is shimmying up a coconut tree with ease.
Yes. Yeah.
Jason is wrestling a boar for food.
Also with ease.
While he's blind.
And
While
Andy
he's
is
blind.
quickly the last person alive.
I'm puffing my inhaler.
We have
That's what I'm doing.
very elevated opinions of what we could be doing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm writing SOS in the sand and getting us off this island. That's what I'm doing. Let's move on.
That's a great question.
All right, this one comes in off of Twitter at ourflim21. What inanimate object do you wish you could eliminate from existence? That's an interesting question.
That's a great question.
If only spiders were inanimate.
So you just want something gone. Like, would glitter count?
Yeah, certainly.
If I wanted all glitter,
You got a problem with glitter?
all glitter just gone from the world.
Oh, man. Then my existence would cease. I have glitter on me at all times for my wife. My wife is the glitter queen. He is literally saying, I want Jason's wife gone from existence because she is made of glitter.
What is your wife's opinion of Mariah Carey?
I don't know. We've never really sat down and had a tea and said, let's talk Mariah.
Let's talk Mariah.
She's the star of the Smash movie Glitter.
I see where you went, and I think that's where
I'm not saying I would eliminate.
What?
I'm not saying I would eliminate glitter. I'm just asking if that qualified.
Yeah,
That's the
that
type of thing
qualified.
you're saying.
Yeah, sure. I mean, anything that doesn't have
So
life.
you
a
could
thing,
have done
a noun.
like a sweet potato. Well, that has life. I mean,
Yeah, I guess that is.
that's not an. Let's disqualify food.
Okay.
I mean, because that's a plant. A plant
Right.
is not inanimate.
Sure, exactly.
I
That's
don't
a
know.
living thing.
I'm trying to think through how you would possibly do this, but I want to get rid of corners
What does that mean?
because I'm
What?
So,
What is this, Zoolander? What's going on here?
I am so tired of stubbing my toe on the corner of something because it sticks out a little bit further than you think it does.
You want all things to be curved. and
Everything is
turning.
curved.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm trying to work out the logistics in my
Okay,
head.
so
Either it's curved or the table, the very bottom of it, is further inset to prevent the stow tubbage.
All I saw
I'm
is
pretty sure no matter whether there's a corner or not, you can still hit your toe on something.
Yeah.
No, not if there is a dedicated carved out region for feet.
There's no longer according, if you get rid of corners, there's no longer solid square intersections, right? Because that's a corner.
All roundabouts.
All roundabouts everywhere, or at least a nice curved entry. Speaking of the road and
They've been far more elegant.
roundabouts,
the
I
world.
can tell you my inanimate object I'm getting rid of. The Prius.
The Toyota
The
Prius?
Toyota Prius is gone from existence. And
Wow.
look, I realize it might be helpful to the environment, but, go all the way, get a Tesla.
Go all the
There-
way.
Yeah, you either get a Prius, and look, if we don't want Prius, just buy the
Tesla.
supercar.
Yeah, exactly. No,
You
but
could have sent like the Leaf.
look, I don't have any problem with a helpful, environmentally friendly car. That's great. I have a problem with the Prius.
Okay.
And what happens to human beings when they get inside of it? I know people that have a Prius. I love them.
This is still.
I don't love them inside of this vehicle. And that's what's crazy, Mike. You say that's still a thing because a long time ago when Prius first came out, I was like, oh, my gosh, a Prius on the road.
They
It's like,
felt pretty good about themselves.
and it's like they don't know how to
Look,
drive.
My father had a Prius. When I rode in that thing, I felt far greener than everyone else.
Oh, man. But
you're all a bunch of polluters.
I just feel like they don't know how to drive in that car. That car has limitations inside that remove your ability to drive well.
I thought you were referring to the arrogance, the fart sniffiness of one who is they feel that they are
The road vegans?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, so in this, I'm just simply helping the world. Not the planet, but the world.
Yeah, I'll go with glitter.
Okay.
Although one of us should have said guns or something, but
Oh, yeah.
But whatever.
Well,
Prius, get
All
them out of
the
here.
weapons
Get
in the world.
Get all those efficient cars out of the road. Goodness gracious. Okay. Next question. This one comes in from Erie Dynamic. What is the best show you've had to watch because of your kids? So your kids force you into this situation. We're all
Right.
dads. We all have 3 children. We all turn the Netflix or the cable on for them. And then you end up, maybe you're on your phone or your computer. Maybe you're watching the show with them. They're like, Dad, watch it with me. Dad, watch it with me.
yeah,
What's the best? What's the show you're like, ooh, I kind
There's
of
a
want to see what
show-
happens next.
There's a show that I got absolutely sucked into. Like, my daughter, Jersey, was not allowed to watch the series finale without me. I would have been so pissed.
Really?
Yes, truly.
This has to be a Disney
Yes.
show.
No, I mean, it was so good. And I'm like, she's like, oh, I'm at the last episode. And I was going on a trip. We were traveling for the Fantasy Footballers, doing the Fantasy for the People tour. And I'm like, you have to wait till I'm back. And she did. Thank you, Jers. No, it's Girl Meets World.
Okay.
Because I grew up watching Boy Meets
yeah.
World. And it's the same people. You got Topanga.
Corey, right?
You got Corey.
Is the friend still
Wait,
there?
is Mr. Feeney in there?
Oh, Mr. Feeney's absolutely.
Who's the friend? Sean?
Sean, yep, he's in there. I mean, and then
Mr.
there's
Feeney's still out there.
Yes.
He's still alive.
He's kicking it.
I was shocked, man. In the season finale,
He's an elder gentleman.
he's
a
not
senior.
not a young lad anymore.
Is he still giving great life lessons, though?
Oh, of course. You always listen to Mr. Feeney. I mean, that's just common knowledge. But yeah, I loved it. It was a great show. Got canceled too early.
I would, for me, the answer is any baking show in existence.
Oh, yes.
Because none of them, like when I'm browsing my own Netflix, I'm not clicking a baking show. I'm just not. They'd never. It's
What
like.
about a bacon show?
I know. Every time he says it, he's saying bacon, and I'm getting
But
really hungry.
The
over
reality
here.
is that the way that any cooking show of any kind, it could be the most niche thing. You know what I mean? It could be cupcake show or bagel show or whatever it is.
Or bacon show.
Or bacon show. I never think I want to watch them, but my kids love them.
Would you say that those shows are just sizzling?
I would say they
Poppin'?
are delicious. So I would
Wait.
say I get sucked into all those.
My Mariah Carey reference is bad, and you're bringing that?
Oh, the bacon jokes were great. Because here's the difference. Everybody listening heard him say it's a bacon show. You heard it, right?
I did. So that you're the cooking show. I think it's I get into those too. It's the completionist. It's the I have to see what does the final product look like. That's where they get me.
Master Chef Junior was a massive hit in my house and creates so many messes because my kids want to play Master Chef Junior. And it's not okay to say, okay, well then you guys get to make the chicken nuggets. No, they want to make a masterpiece with flour. And it becomes very
Big
messy.
mess. The one show that I watched every single episode with the boy was the reboot of the Ninja Turtles. It was fantastic. It might still be going on. I'm not sure, but we would record it, and it was Sundays. There was new episodes, and it was like I would look in the DVR and I would freak out. Be like, oh, there's a new episode, and I had the exact opposite where I even considered. Should I watch this? My boy is not available to watch this show right now. Should I check out what happened to old Michelangelo?
Wow.
Fantastic.
That's. I wish my kids were into that show. That would be. I'd be down to clown.
It was fantastic. What's the worst?
Oh, that's another.
The worst show you've
man.
had to endure from the kids.
Oh, man. There's
I know
so
the
many.
list is huge.
There's
Oh,
so
what's
many.
the bald little boy?
Oh, freaking Caillou! Caillou is the worst. That annoying little he's bald. He's like 6 years old in this show. Why is he bald? Oh my gosh, I hate Caillou. If you couldn't tell, oh yeah, that's you hit a home run there.
Caillou, he's full Charlie Brown in it.
He
My
is
with the hair.
a whiny.
How does one
baby.
spell Caillou? K-A...
No,
No.
C-
Caillou.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Just look at how he spells. Think about his name. His name is Caillou.
That's the Prius of kids shows.
Oh, he's gonna grow up and drive a Prius if they still existed. Which I
wow.
got rid
So
of them.
Caillou has eyebrows. He just has no hair.
Yeah, he's bald. They shaved his
Gotcha.
head. His parents
And all
shaved
his
head.
friends, I'm looking at his friends, they all have hair.
Watch one episode to see over under 50 times whiny baby stuff come out of that kid's mouth. And it's supposed to be like this calm, like
Okay, one of those. Yeah, one of those.
it's just a whiny baby.
Yeah.
What?
Wow. So there's a chain of people that have asked the question, because I was worried about this when you went off on the baldness.
Does he have a...
no.
Does he have cancer? So people have searched,
Oh, goodness.
does Caillou have cancer? And here's the response. If you are not familiar, you lucky person, Caillou is a despicable, spineless 4-year-old boy who cannot do anything. He can't grow hair not because he has cancer or progeria, but because he sucks. And even his own body recognizes that he does not deserve hair or food or love.
Yes! Get bodied, Caillou. Oh.
So that is the if you search for why is Caillou bald, that's the answer you get.
Oh no!
In Google answers. which may be the funniest thing I have heard in a really long time. Oh my
man.
goodness.
The internet is undefeated.
It certainly is. So Caillou is the worst.
Yes,
I agree with that.
Unanimous decision.
Like I'm actually okay with the chill shows like the Little Bear or what's
Franklin.
Like I know you guys hate those, but I'm like a big Mr. Rogers fan. I like Silence for Kids. I think it's important for kids to have. Oh, did you?
I rented that the night
and you watched, and you had never grown up with Mr. Rogers.
I had never grown up with Mr. Rogers. Paid $5.99 on
to
Apple
rent the movie.
to rent it.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor? And then we paused it, made some food, and I realized I don't want to watch this. I want to watch Ozark, so I still have not watched it, but it's on the list.
You've got 24 hours then.
That was 48 hours ago.
Okay,
yeah.
you've missed. You've thrown $6 into the garbage.
I believe kids need some quiet. I believe it's good for them to have time to process things. So I like Little Bear. I like that, but Caillou's over the top.
Yeah.
All right.
My kids were like a Yo Gabba Gabba. It was insane.
Oh, man, I love Yo Gabba
Yo Gabba Gabba is the essence of throwing 1,000 cans of paint at the wall. I mean, it's just
it's the modern day paint chips for children.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's the
Eat up.
Ooh, there's something shiny.
The Jack Black episode of Yo Gabba Gabba.
I've watched it over 1,000 times.
Is legendary.
That's the best thing I've ever watched with my kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
That show was great.
All right, let's move on.
Would you rather?
Would you rather? This one comes in from KRiggs808 on Twitter. Would you rather live in a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion? You know what's funny is just a detour as you think about your answer for this. I watched that The Shop on HBO.
Not familiar.
It's called The Shop.
Is that the
LeBron James
okay.
barbershop, and they were talking about Jon Stewart was on it. And he was talking about how tribal people are, right? Like,
yes.
We are a tribal people. We try to find people that do what we do or think how we think or look how we look, and then we band together against other people. Like, we've always been that way. And if there wasn't things like religion to fight over, we would fight over something else because we're tribal. And he said, you want to get everybody on the same page? Aliens. Because then we would be banded together as a tribe of humans against the aliens.
Right.
So, aliens or zombies? What situation?
That's a really intriguing point you bring up.
So, the zombie apocalypse, I have spent
countless
hours. This was one of the most important topics of discussion when I was growing up in high school. We were all huge fans of Night of the Living Dead, zombie movies. How would you survive? What would you do? And I'm trying to quickly break down this question, analyze which is worse. Where is the threat? Because the thing about zombie movies is you get into it and you figure out that the enemy is actually other people, because that becomes the biggest threat.
I see. Because you're fighting for a limited amount of resources,
yes.
protection,
yes,
those things.
Exactly. And you can't trust anyone. You can't trust people. Maybe they've been bit. Jason is cackling.
Just remembering the Caillou comment. Dude, that guy put some work on Caillou. Continue.
So I think that an alien invasion is actually where you want to be. And for exactly the reason that Jon Stewart
banding
talked about
together
is it would be Independence Day. And of course, I mean, the Americans would come through and we would have to save the entire
you just said we'll all band together, but we're the ones that are going to come through. America.
That doesn't mean we're not all on the same team.
This is the human race.
Yeah. We have
but
done
the Americans are better. It's all one. We're just better.
No, but the alien invasion, I think that's where you would want to be.
I'm definitely taking the zombie apocalypse, because when the aliens show up to invade, they're superior.
Well, they could be.
That's
they
true.
could also show up and be like little slugs that you step on.
What if it's Mars? What if it's Mars attacks?
But then again, they flew across the
That's my
galaxy.
point. They flew across the. If aliens invade after we are able to also invade another alien planet, then whatever, game on.
All right.
It's a fight.
But there are a lot more variables, I feel like, with the alien situation.
Yeah.
I mean, they could just be the odds of them being like at a level in which we are an even match seem impossible. Like, of all the things that could ever happen, if they show up, it's doubtful that they're like 2 arms, 2 legs, human-sized body and strength, and we can have a real duel.
Exactly.
It's more like
they whip out their their guns.
Yeah, what's the
Pow, pow.
Starship Troopers? That's more likely.
where they're bugs?
Where they're giant bugs that just, you're a shish kebab.
I feel like you could escape the stupidity of brainless zombies. Get yourself to some island where other people have gotten to and rebuild.
we've already been there. We prepped that island up. Jason's got the food. Mike's got.
I got coconuts.
He's up in a tree. He's double safe.
Yeah, I'll probably just stay up there.
I'm about to go walk all over your SOS in the sand. Don't get me off this island. But I definitely think higher probability of living against zombies.
Well, but that's one of. It's not the zombies though. You're also up against other humans.
I'm already up against other humans.
Actually, that's kind of the narrative in a lot of those books, like The Road. Even though there's no zombies in The Road, the Cormac McCarthy book and movie, you're basically in a situation where you become. Look, historically, people are bad things.
Yeah, they do
when
bad
you
things.
war things like that, people are not good.
When it's me surviving or you surviving, you are correct. If you have not seen The Road, have you seen it, Jason?
Only outside by my car.
Great. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Jason.
It was bad.
I saw it. I watched The Road kind of shortly after my first boy was born.
We've talked about this.
That was a mistake. It will wreck you.
The book is
It's just spelled
the book
like
is-
a road.
It's by
Yeah.
Cormac McCarthy. It's the book is 1,000 times better than the movie, but it is. Is that a Prius thing to say?
Yes.
Okay, but I feel like I guess what happens when you read a book, you put so much time and effort into it, and then someone comes along and they want to be with you on the movie, and that's just not right. Mike, you don't get to jump in on my book.
I've had the book read to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
When he was 5.
Yeah. No, I did the audiobook. So
oh, okay. You're in.
I have experienced
Do you
both.
agree with the 1,000 times better?
No.
Is that the average ratio from book to movie?
No, they're
1,000, yes.
I think they're both fantastic.
Harry Potter books, superior. Movies,
Oh, yeah.
great.
Yeah, I agree with that. Depth. Anyway, yes, people are bad.
But
All
check it out.
Would you rather? This one from Screaming Nachos. We'll wrap it up here. Would you rather be a villain who never loses, or a superhero that never wins? So you are a villain that never loses, or a superhero that never wins.
Can I?
Yes.
You can change it if you want.
No. This is tough.
Or Caillou.
Caillou. Let's get back on besmirching Caillou, the cartoon little kid.
Go
Man,
ahead. The floor is yours.
I don't want to be bad. It is not my desire to be bad, but
You like winning.
I have to win. I
Okay.
think if you just put all the cards on the table, that's the most important thing. Is winning.
Is winning?
It's just, I mean, what good are you as a superhero if you always lose?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. But let me ask you this then. Let's frame this with, does a superhero like Batman, let's go DC universe, because they have a pretty strict, we will capture all bad guys. Batman, how many times has he captured the Joker? And technically he won, only to find that the Joker has broken out, wreaked havoc, has attacked hundreds of innocent people, has in fact killed hundreds of innocent people.
Why doesn't the superhero kill these people?
But that's the question. Have you won if the supervillain is always breaking out?
So what you're telling me is Deadpool wins, Batman loses.
I've always been curious
does
about
that make
this.
Deadpool a villain because of that?
Because
if you're killing,
how do you define hero? I mean,
So wait a minute. Is Deadpool the best supervillain? Is he the answer to this question?
because he's both.
Well, I mean, he's clearly not a good guy.
Is
Are
he?
you a good guy killing bad guys?
I
This
don't
is a
know.
Dexter situation. Are you a good guy if you're just killing bad guys?
So here's the problem with that principle. When you kill somebody to save lives, you don't actually get to know how many people they would have killed. If you could have you know what I mean? Like if you knew. Let me ask you this.
This is a
we're
very tough
gonna convert
philosophical-
this would you rather. Hypothetically, Jason, you know that you're walking down the street and there's a person at the end of the block.
Okay.
and then someone tells you that person kills 50 people next week.
Okay.
What do you do?
I just ignore the person that does not know the future.
What do you?
And I walk on. I go, okay, crazy person.
No. Oh, because you've been told that?
Yeah, I'm not trusted.
So you're done.
Someone that tells me this guy's going to murder
You're blowing
50
up
people?
the question.
Because 10 minutes ago, that guy was like, I'm going to get this
now if
sucker
it-
so good.
all
I'm
right,
belling
if
you
this
for
guy-
real. You know for real. It's not this guy.
If this guy just appeared out of nowhere, vroom,
No, it's not
I'm
about
from the
the
future.
guy. It's about the fact you have real knowledge that this person down the street is going to kill somebody, going to kill 50 children.
I lock him up. I mean, like genuinely, I
You're
guess I'm the Batman.
You're Batman.
I'm the
Deadpool would not do that.
No, he would not.
I'd put him in jail.
What if your only choice was to ignore it
I never ignore.
or take him out?
I take him down.
You would take him down?
I take him down all the way. That's my best Batman impersonation.
It's the worst.
Swear to me.
So that's the dilemma, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Mike, would you kill the person if you knew it saved lives? Would you take one life to save 50 lives?
Right.
It's weird.
I don't know, man.
Here's
You don't want to answer.
How different is it on a street corner versus
Can't answer this.
in war?
Right.
I'm just yes.
Well, this is the whole baby Hitler thing.
Right.
This is the whole would you kill a baby if you
No,
knew it
no.
was baby Hitler?
Oh, this is terrible.
I know,
this
but
is
this
for a
is
different podcast.
Yeah.
A daily
I'm
dose
sorry.
of nonsense.
I'm sorry, we're going down the rabbit hole. Let's get back to Caillou.
Would you take out
you
No, I would
Caillou?
absolutely take out Caillou if it meant nobody had
Look,
to
you just-
ever
I mean,
watch that show.
Just get a real strong eraser and you've handled
Yeah,
it.
that's fair. Or just draw. What if he had hair? How much would that help?
It wouldn't help much.
Okay, he doesn't get hair, but he gets a really, really sweet mustache.
That's hair.
So villain that never loses, superhero that never wins.
I'm gonna be
Are
the
you-
villain that never loses. And
You want the power.
yeah, I'm ashamed,
Wow.
but I think that's my answer. That shouldn't be my answer.
It shouldn't. You've revealed a lot about yourself on
no.
this show.
Oh no.
What did
Winning above everything.
What'd you do, Mike?
I'm with Jason.
All right. I think I'd be the superhero that never wins. I like odds like that.
Of course. I
You
mean,
like impossible odds?
Yes.
if Mike and I are the villains,
You've lost.
there's no superheroes winning. So that's why the superhero doesn't win. It's because we chose.
What'd you guys learn
Poorly.
today? I know what I learned today. I learned that Mike has had a very unequivocated, perfect confidence that at any moment
I stand by it.
he could shimmy up a coconut tree.
I stand
He
by
could
it.
shimmy up a coconut tree.
No problem.
Somebody's been doing those. Who are the calisthenics where you squeeze the knees together?
Oh,
the
Susan!
Susan
I want to say
Summers.
Susan Sarandon.
No, Susan Summers, the thigh master.
yeah, the thigh.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
You can't see it.
You've been doing it under the desk every podcast.
Yeah,
that's what I learned today.
I learned that the Gargantula is a real thing and a terrifying
Lava.
And the lava land.
It's the lava lantula. And I learned that Jason puts winning above literally everything else. His own moral and ethic
It's not true.
code.
I learned that Caillou
Oh, God, body.
he just shaves on purpose. It's a choice.
Maybe it's Mr. Clean.
As a kid?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.